When I was a kid, the sound of the percolator roaring and the smell of strong coffee meant one thing. It was time for the Young and the Restless to come on. That was my grandmother's ritual. She'd often let me have a cup of coffee with her, which made me feel special, like I was part of the grown-up world. So for most of my life, coffee meant milk with sugar and a splash of brown colored caffeine. That all changed in my mid-30s. So what happened? In my mid-30s, by then I was married for more than 15 years, raising 3 little ones and working as a regional sales director for a cybersecurity company. Somewhere along the way, I got into tea, thanks to a company called Teavana, which was eventually bought by Starbucks. During my tea phase, I learned to enjoy dark teas like oolongs without sugar. I started to appreciate the actual flavor. That's when it hit me. Maybe I could learn to enjoy black coffee. Up until that point, I thought black coffee drinkers were a little crazy. How could anyone enjoy something so bitter? But I figured if I was going to truly understand and enjoy coffee, I had to go beyond the supermarket aisle and find the good stuff. So what is the good stuff? Most people drink what's called commodity coffee, mass-produced supermarket shelf coffee. This includes instant brands like Folgers or Taster's Choice, pre-brewed, flash frozen, and packaged, so all you need to do is just add water. It's cheap, sold by volume, and definitely not about quality. It's all about quantity. A small step above that is pre-ground coffee that might say something like medium roast blend in the supermarket. You'll see labels with buzzwords like Arabica or rich aroma, but these don't really tell you much. Roast levels are vague, the beans are blended from various places, and flavor often takes a back seat to shelf life. This is what most of us brew in a drip coffee machine, resulting in coffee that turns bitter the longer it sits, which is why we often drown it in milk and sugar. A step above store-bought coffee is coffee from large chains like Starbucks. Overly roasted dark coffee, which has the same flavor profile no matter which Starbucks you go to. Specialty coffee, on the other hand, is in a league of its own. It's usually single origin from one place, one country, one farm, and processed with care using methods like honey, natural, or wash to highlight unique flavors. The beans are roasted by experts who treat the process like an art form, bringing out the best in every single batch. Think of it like this: specialty coffee is to commodity coffee what fine wine is to Fred Sanford's Ripple. Both are technically wine, but the difference is night and day. Eventually, I started to dream about opening my own coffee shop. I even built a coffee and tea bar in my basement, complete with home roaster, Jura automatic espresso machine, a collection of Teavana teas, and loads of green coffee beans from Sweet Maria's. I even joined the Specialty Coffee Association, and for nearly a decade, this became a full-time hobby for me. However, when it came time to actually start my coffee business, I ended up shelving the idea. I just couldn't figure out how to make it profitable selling a few cups a day in my small town. So that basement bar just became my personal coffee lab. I brew single origin specialty coffee for myself and the occasional guests I had in my own little coffee corner of the world. Now fast forward to 5 years ago when we moved to Mexico. Coffee is produced in 5 different states here in Mexico thanks to the volcanic soil and high altitudes, which is necessary for quality coffee. Each region produces beans with unique flavor profiles. They're all very different, from Oaxaca, Chiapas, Veracruz, Puebla, and Guerrero. All of the different states have very different tasting coffee. Even the largest commodity brands like Starbucks in Mexico carry delicious Mexican roasted coffees. Mexico is a coffee country. Around 84% of the households consume instant commodity coffee, and 90% of those households brew their coffee at home. Instant coffee is even part of the canasta básica, the basic food basket that includes essential items like beans, milk, tortillas, rice, eggs, cooking oil, sugar, and even instant coffee. If that doesn't prove coffee is a part of the everyday life, I don't know what does. In Merida, the coffee culture is hard to miss. Almost all restaurants have an espresso machine, and you'll find tons of specialty coffee shops, roasters, and larger chains like Starbucks and Juan Valdez, Colombia's version of Starbucks. I just recently saw a list of over 105 different coffee shops here in Merida alone. One of the things I love most about living in Mexico is the access to amazing coffee from within the country. Honestly, most of the content I've created for this channel and my other channel, Mexiplans, has been written in cafes around Merida. The diversity of flavors just within Mexico is mind-blowing. Here's where things get really interesting. On a strategic trip that I took this past January, something shifted. That old dream of starting a coffee business got reignited. I don't know exactly where this journey will lead, but I'm excited to have you, the Brew Crew, along for the ride. My mission is simple: to guide everyday coffee lovers into the rich, flavorful world of third wave coffee, or specialty coffee, one cup at a time. I want to help you take baby steps to getting to the best coffee of your life, because life is too short to drink bad coffee. Your comments will help shape the future of this channel, so drop your thoughts below and let's brew something great together. And if this video has been insightful for you, do me a favor and hit the like button so this video can be shared to other folks that want to see content similar to this. I want to give a special shout out to Janita Lawal of Lawal Travel Services for sponsoring this video through her generous support. Same love, new cup. See you next time, Brew Crew.